Father and son pro staff team, Nathan and Levi Rimley, live in northern Missouri, and one of their favorite ways to enjoy creation is by going hunting. Levi is 13 years old and is already a skilled outdoorsman. Levi was excited when the 2020 deer season started in northern Missouri because at that time of year, deer typically are on a food cover pattern. In ag country, soybeans often have not matured by the September 15th opening of deer season, and deer are typically feeding on the leaves. It was Levi's strategy to hunt near soybeans the second day of season.
We finally got all settled in. It's the first hunt of the year for both of us. It's September the 17th, early season here in North Missouri. I'm being super quiet because we think we may get one. We're probably going to take whatever comes out as long as it's either a mature buck or a doe. We will shoot a doe too.
It wasn't long into his hunt when a yearling buck appeared. Levi was looking for a mature buck or doe, so this one got a pass. Not long after the young buck walked out of sight, Levi spotted a doe feeding his way. The G5 Montec head passed easily through the doe, and she didn't make it far.
Awesome. Let's go. Look at that. Just soaked. That's the G5 Montec. I think sweet. It's our war.
Good, quick, clean, ethical harvest.
Man, I think I just got double long. Looked like it got some in the shoulder, but it went straight through her and buried 5 inches into the ground, so it's pretty awesome. So it's been an awesome hunt. Just super great.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
This buck's coming in. He's curious.
It was only the second day of season, and Levi had already provided his family with fresh venison. Let's fast forward about a month and a half. By that time, soybeans have matured and their leaves are either not palatable to deer or the crop has been harvested. Bucks often change from that food cover pattern, at least during the daylight, and become much more difficult to find. During the pre-rut of October, the pre-rut or rut's really heating up, and bucks spend much more time seeking does. This change in behavior often results in a need for hunters to change their strategy. We recently shared that during the morning of October 30th, Nathan and Levi were hunting near a travel corridor. During that hunt, Nathan tagged a mature buck they knew as Kicker. Of course, Nathan and Levi were busy the rest of that morning, dragging the deer out and processing the venison. But that afternoon, Levi had some time to get the Winchester out and do some practicing. And that was important because the next morning was the opening of youth deer season in Missouri. Levi and Nathan had plans to hunt the next morning overlooking a CRP field that has a strip of timber running along the southern side. That strip of timber serves as a travel corridor for bucks to cruise by that bedding area and scent check for receptive does.
Growing Deer is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Also by Reconics, Eagle Seed, Winchester, Avian X Decoys, Lacrosse Footwear, Fleet Outdoor Apparel, Morel Targets, Bog, Hooks Custom Calls, Summit Tree Stands, RTP Outdoors, Yamaha, Fourth Arrow, Onyx Hunt, Scorpion Venom Archery, Case IH Tractors, Burris Optics, Bloodsport Arrows, Code Blue, Decode, G5 Broadheads, Prime Bows, and Redneck Hunting Blinds.
There was a south wind forecast that morning, so Levi and Nathan could slip into their blind from the north. The blind was positioned to overlook the CRP area and the travel corridor. They could get in there without alerting any deer in that area.
What you said?
That back door's looking bad.
I know, I might resituate my gun. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be another deer coming out. The way that last doe acted.
These does did exactly what Levi and Nathan were expecting. They passed through that travel corridor.
They're looking back in that window, just kind of trotted. Probably a bug the way they're acting, because they're not acting.
I think so too.
They're not acting spooked
No.
by the oak tree. Oh, there he is.
Where?
He looks pretty good.
We're at.
He looks pretty good.
Oh man, why are you having a real time? Yeah, he's a sheep. We stop him.
No, let them walk, I think. I don't know.
Levi, this
Okay. Stop it.
Meh. Meh.
Wait till you turn sideways. On you, whatever.
He turns spots.
Take your time.
Stop him. Can you stop him right there, Dad?
Meh. Meh.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
I think I got him.
Watch it.
Yo,
he's down.
he's down, Daddy.
Nice shot, buddy.
Of course, Levi was excited to go check out his opening morning buck.
Yeah. That's a nice buck. So we got a closer look at him now. We got him pulled out here and really happy with him. He was about 170 yards away, I think, about. After closer look, we think he may be a 3-year-old. He's a really big-bodied deer, but still super, super happy and blessed to get him. Just an awesome, awesome deer.
That's a heck of a buck, Levi. Congratulations. Within 2 days, Team Rimley had 2 mature bucks down, and their hunting strategy for this time of year was spot on. As I mentioned before, during the pre-rut, bucks will be moving a lot searching for receptive does. And that means travel corridors are a good place to hunt, especially if the travel corridor butts up or joins to a bedding area. Team Rimley's hunts during the pre-rut also showed a different hunting strategy for hunting with a firearm versus a bow. Folks hunting with a bow need to set up about 20 or 30 yards away from where they expect the shot to be. And when hunting in a travel corridor, that often means getting in the corridor and even further, looking for something that creates a pinch point or bottleneck within that corridor. Folks hunting with a firearm have a much more extended effective range compared to hunting with a bow. And that means those hunters, if appropriate, can stay back further, maybe cover more ground, and not risk getting in there where the scent might swirl or movement might alert a deer. As more and more does become receptive as we move toward the peak of the rut or the maximum number of does being receptive at one time, I often like to hunt near thick bedding cover. It seems that does, especially receptive does, will seek out thick cover once they've paired up with the buck. They don't necessarily want 4 or 5 bucks trying to tend them, and they can get in thick cover and kind of hide from the melee going on where a bunch of bucks are trying to pair up with does. I've tagged a bunch of good bucks using this strategy. The Growing Deer team has been using these and other techniques, and they've been very successful the past couple days. So we're working overtime trying to bring you more than one episode every week. You don't want to miss these great techniques and hunts, so please subscribe to the Growing Deer channel. The pre-rut and rut are certainly great times to be outside enjoying creation, but more importantly, it's important to take time every day to be quiet and listen to what the Creator is saying to us. Thanks for watching Growing Deer.